When we talk about the future of artificial intelligence, most conversations gravitate toward raw capability, bigger models, more parameters, faster inference. Yet after 2 decades navigating IT, Web3, and digital forensics, I've learned that the hardest engineering problems are rarely about power, they're about trust. This is exactly where Anthropic's constitutional AI approach fascinates me. Instead of chasing benchmarks alone, Anthropic asked a deceptively simple question: how do we make a model behave ethically at scale, without a human labeling every possible failure case? What constitutional AI actually is? Constitutional AI, CAI, is Anthropic's method for aligning Claude using an explicit set of written principles, constitution, rather than relying purely on human feedback for every harmful output. Traditional models use reinforcement learning from human feedback, RLHF, where humans rank responses. CAI adds a second layer, RLAIF, or reinforcement learning from AI feedback. The process works in 2 phases. First, a supervised phase where the model critiques and revises its own responses against constitutional rules, drawn from sources like the UN Declaration of Human Rights and Apple's Terms of Service. Second, a reinforcement phase where an AI evaluator, not a human, judges which responses better align with those principles. The practical impact is significant. Anthropic reported that this approach produces models that are both more harmless and less evasive. Earlier alignment techniques often made models refuse borderline questions entirely. CAI lets Claude explain why something is problematic instead of shutting down. As someone who spent years working in digital forensics, I find this transparency invaluable. A system that can articulate its reasoning is auditable, and auditability is the foundation of accountability. Why this matters for real-world deployment in my consulting work: when clients evaluate large language models for tokenization workflows, smart contract auditing, or compliance-heavy environments, the first thing I emphasize is that ethical design isn't a nice-to-have. It's a risk management layer. Consider a concrete scenario: a financial institution deploying an LLM to help draft communications about tokenized assets on Stellar. A model without robust guardrails might hallucinate regulatory claims or generate misleading investment language, creating genuine legal exposure. Claude's constitutional grounding makes it more consistent in flagging uncertainty and refusing to fabricate authority it doesn't have.